Hey guys, I'm Dr. Wright, and today we're going to talk about the hamstrings and the importance of keeping them loose. I have found that in a lot of my patients, chronically tight hamstrings is a commonality that you see quite a bit. And even though, it's a muscle group running down the leg, it plays a lot into low back pain. When the hamstring is tight, it attaches to the bottom corner of the pelvis, and it just has a nice angle that it could put torque on that pelvis and on that hip, which then translates up the chain, puts extra force on the low back and the lumbosacral junction. It's kind of a tough one to do at home, especially if you're really tight. There's a lot of ways to do it. Some people just kind of bending down to the floor. That's good for some people, but the issue is if you have a lower back issue, sometimes that lumbar flexion it takes to get down there, that's a provocative motion. So I like to give some other options, and one of them is using an assisted device like this. This one specifically is called the Castle Flex. A ton of different companies make them. They're all similar. Some fabric like this, some have like a metal support cage. So then what we'll do is kind of get into how you use it and how it functions. So with this one, it's got a toe loop right down here. Ideally, you do it without your shoes on. Just for simplicity, we're gonna keep the shoes on for this demo. Hook the toes right in that loop. Lean yourself back slowly, and then use your handles here to slowly start flexing the hip, lifting that leg up in the air. Depending on how tight the hamstrings are, you might make it here. That might be your limit. The goal is to get up to 90 degrees with it. I'm not quite there, but you're gonna keep going until you feel that tension to the point that you really can't push it anymore. Hold for a good, 5-10 seconds, and then you're slowly gonna back it back down. Give it a second to break, head back up with it. Hopefully you can get a little farther than you did the last one. And an important thing to remember is you want that knee to stay straight. You don't want that knee to bend, because then you just start taking tension off the hamstring and you're defeating the purpose. So don't try to cheat to get a few extra degrees by bending the knee. You're pretty much eliminating the point of the stretch if you're at that point. And then you go on back down.